Hey everybody, this is Freedom is the Right, and I am welcoming you back to another video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Inferno. And I think this guy is really greatly done. Honestly, the mold is a carryover from the grapple mold that we got in Earthrise, and I really enjoyed that one. So honestly, if you liked grapple, you're going to like this. And of course, the peg issues on grapple were definitely taken care of, I think, in this figure, which will show off more in the transformation. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So coming in here, we can take a look at the vehicle mode, and it's really nicely done. Like I said, I really enjoyed the grapple mold, and this is just a carryover from that. So honestly, they're very similar. I like this figure done in the red color scheme of Inferno, which is nice. Coming to the front, we have some nice silver paint here for the rims and for the headlights to pick them out. A nice Autobot symbol on the front here. Some silver bits here on the top. Coming along the side, there's some nice sculpted detail. This is an added piece that comes separately that you plug on, which is nice. The hose to give more of that fire truck feel. Overall, everything transforms up really nicely. Here's the bottom, top. Yeah, overall, it's really nicely done. We do have the wheels here, which roll really nicely. There's a pin there, which looks nice. Some nice red paint inside the wheel wells. So yeah, overall, really nicely done vehicle mode. And we can ratchet this up, which is nice. And this also does rotate from side to side. And of course we can bring in his accessories. He comes with a few. There's a little nozzle section here, little hose. And this part you can plug on here, and you can kind of give the appearance that like he's spraying maybe some water or something. Would have been kind of cool if we could have got like a water blast effect for this. But still, it's pretty neat. And that can kind of just sit there and store for the vehicle mode. And the next thing we have is this piece, which is done in a black plastic, and it's painted silver. It's really nicely done. This is more for robot mode, but we can store this as well. There is a peg on the side here that does plug in. And last but not least, we have his blaster, which is done in a black plastic, and it is sculpted really nicely. Looks really nice. And this also can store on vehicle mode, of course. And on either side, we have these little ports, and we can just peg that in. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for this guy's vehicle mode, so we can go ahead and get down to transformation. So the first thing we're going to want to do is, of course, take off all his accessories. Unplug this, take this off, and we can just set those to the side for now. And the first thing we're going to want to do is take this piece and just collapse that up and push it till it clicks. The next thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and rotate this around, and now we can come here to the back section, and we're just going to want to pull this up, and there are some little pegs and ports on either side, and just hinge this up like so. Then we're going to go ahead and take these parts and just pull them apart, and we can fold these out. And we can go ahead and hinge down, and we can go ahead and leave that for now. So coming to the back here, and this was the issue on the grapple figure. This connection right here was a little too solid and it had a tendency to break. But as you can see, these unplug really nicely from this figure. So they have fixed that design flaw here. So we're going to go ahead and pull all of this up, this whole assembly. And we can rotate this section to reveal his head. And then we're just going to raise up a little bit. We're going to take this and fold it onto his back, collapse this down, and we're just kind of accordioning the entire assembly, and then it's going to clip in right there. So now we can go ahead and come to this section, and this is just going to collapse up and sit on his back. And now we can come down here to the feet, and we're just going to push this and hinge it back, and that'll clip in like that. And we can do the same on the other side, hinge this back, have it clip in. And there we have Inferno just about transformed all the way up. So the next thing we can do is we can come and flip out these little wings, and there is a tab and a port. We can go ahead and flip out the other one, and now we can turn to his hands. We're going to rotate at the bicep like that, and then we can flip out the hand. We can do the same on the other side. Rotate. And flip out the hand. Just like so. And there we have Inferno transformed up into his robot mode, and he looks really nice. He's a really cool design. We can come in here for the head sculpt. Nice silver paint for the face, nicely done sculpt. There's some blue for the eyes, a little bit of yellow, and some silver up here to accent the tops of the head. Have his little wings cast in a gray plastic, which looks nice. Again, we have the silver detailing and the Autobot symbol here for the chest. Some nice silver paint apps on the side, some great sculpted detail all along. Some nice red paint here for the thighs. As you can see, he transforms up pretty cleanly. He does have this here on the back, but other than that, he transforms up really nicely. And for articulation, the head does rotate a full 360. It doesn't move back and forth because it's not on a ball joint, unfortunately. The arms do rotate the full 360. They hinge out, and they have the nice little detailing in here, which is cool. And then we have bicep rotation. The arms do bend a little over 90 degrees. There is no wrist rotation on this guy. He does have waist swivel though. He can kick forward about that far. He can kick backwards that far. And he does have the capability of doing the splits. There's thigh rotation. He has a 90-degree bend at the leg there. The transformation allows for some hinging backwards on the toes, and there's, of course, ankle tiltage on this guy. So now we can, of course, bring in his accessories to add to this look. So the first one I'm going to bring in is this nozzle here. And this is just going to plug onto the side right here. Like so. So you can have that. And now next I'm going to bring in his second nozzle, the nice silver painted one. And this one is an attachment for his hand. So you want to go ahead and take this and flip that in to reveal this little port here. And we're just going to peg that in. So now he has his little hose on his hand. And last but not least, we have his weapon, his blaster. This piece here, and that we can just go ahead and plug right into his hand. So there he has all his accessories, and he is all armed up. And that does pretty much cover it for the robot mode. So coming in here for some size comparisons, we're going to start off with Inferno's partner in crime, Siege War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Red Alert. And I think these guys look really cool together. We're supposedly getting a Earth mode update of this Red Alert, but I still think the Siege version looks really nice with him. And next we have Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. You can see how these two look together. We have War for Cybertron Kingdom Huffer. See how these guys look next to each other. And last but not least, we're bringing in War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. See how they look together. And actually bringing in just one more, we have Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. See how they look together. So that just about wraps it up for War for Cybertron Kingdom Inferno. This is a really great done figure. He looks really awesome. I love the bright red color they used. I love all the accessories he came with. The transformation is really smooth and well done. He cleans up really nicely. Honestly, I loved the grapple version of this mold, so I knew I was probably going to love this one too, and I was not disappointed. I would definitely give this guy a 9 out of 10. He's a really great mold, and I was happy to add him to the collection. So let me know if you agree, if you don't, down below. And until next time, I will see y'all later.